The hardware on your desk represents a baseline state. It requires a specific configuration sequence to become a secure environment. Skipping the setup sequence leaves the machine exposed. Operating an unconfigured system invites immediate security breaches and creates a baseline for poor performance that persists throughout the life of the device. To lock it down, you only need two tools before pressing the power button: a stable internet connection and your network password. Computers often sit in warehouses and on store shelves for months before they reach you. During that time, the software inside becomes obsolete, leaving well-documented flaws open to modern exploits. Taking control of the initial setup sequence establishes a hardened, secure environment from the first boot. When you start the boot sequence, Windows will ask you to select your language, confirm your regional parameters, and connect to your secure Wi-Fi network. Next, the system will ask you to log in with a Microsoft account. This provides your core digital identity, locking down the system to your specific credentials. You will then be prompted to create a system PIN. This short number acts as the local physical barrier against unauthorized hardware access. Choose a sequence that is entirely unique to you. Avoid obvious patterns, and do not use your birth date. Completing this digital handshake establishes you as the absolute administrator. You have permanently locked out unauthorized local entry. Once you reach the main desktop, the system looks ready to use, but the core defenses of the operating system are critically out of date. You have to actively hunt for patches. Open the Settings menu, navigate to Windows Update, and click Check for Updates to force a manual system scan. Let the machine download and install everything it finds, and allow it to restart on its own. Interrupting a deep system update can trigger a catastrophic boot failure. Windows includes a native, integrated defense matrix called Windows Security. This acts as your system's baseline shield, operating quietly in the background. Open the Windows Security application and audit the protection modules. You are looking strictly for the green checkmarks, which verify that all defenses are active. Because these native modules provide comprehensive protection, the third-party trial software that comes pre-installed on the machine is unnecessary. A fully updated native operating system framework is more impenetrable than a neglected machine layered with conflicting third-party antivirus trials. With the hardware secured, we shift focus to ensuring your data survives an unexpected crash. By signing in with your Microsoft account earlier, you automatically activated OneDrive. This creates an off-site cloud redundancy, quietly syncing your critical files over the internet. Next, we optimize the machine by targeting bloatware, promotional trial software that silently drains processing power and widens your attack surface. Open Settings, navigate to the Apps menu, and audit the installed programs list. When you identify promotional software you know you will never use, click Uninstall. The rule of pruning is simple. If you do not recognize a program or know what it does, leave it intact. Removing the wrong file can collapse the core system. You now have a streamlined machine with automatic backups. Even in the event of total hardware destruction, your files and your workflow remain perfectly intact. Despite rigorous precautions, a bad software patch or a system conflict can still trigger a corrupted boot loop, where the machine fails to load. If that happens, Windows offers a diagnostic sanctuary called Safe Mode. This boots the operating system in a highly limited state, activating only the most critical base drivers and files. This provides a clear diagnostic logic. If the system runs smoothly in safe mode, you know the foundational hardware and default settings are perfectly intact. The pathogen is isolated to a recently installed app or driver. Safe mode is a tactical advantage. It restores your control over a compromised machine, giving you a stable environment to uninstall the problem. Finally, the strongest digital encryption still relies entirely on human memory to function. Take a physical piece of paper and write down the email address, the password for your Microsoft account, and your local machine PIN. Store this physical archive in a secure, offline location in your home. It cannot be intercepted digitally, but it remains instantly accessible to you during a crisis. True mastery of a system is achieved when the digital hardening is backed by a physical record of the access credentials.